I want to welcome you to the Ask Jeff YouTube channel. Here's today's question. Where does Scripture say that we can have a one-time conversion experience, quote, get saved, and all of our future sins will be forgiven automatically? Well, when we talk about this one-time conversation, okay, I know there's a big debate now between, quote, the sinner's prayer and other aspects. Understand in Romans chapter 10, verses 9 through 13, it says, if we believe that Jesus rose from the dead, we confess him, we will be saved. And then later in verse 13, it says, whoever calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. And so that's where we get this idea that there is this initial point of regeneration when one calls on Jesus to save them. So that's the first half. The second half is how do we know that all future sins, we understand the past, what about the future? Well, in 1 Corinthians chapter 6, addressing those believers at the church of Corinth, he says that you have been washed or regenerated, you are sanctified, and you are justified. And when you look at those three terms, to be regenerated is past, to be sanctified is present, to be justified is future, per the book of Jude, verse 23 and 24. So therefore, it's basically saying that when we entered in that relationship, when we cried out for Jesus to save us, it's not just the past, it's the present and the future. Now, here's where we have to differentiate two very important words, relationship and fellowship. Relationship is that, shall we say, that connection to, and fellowship is kind of the temperature of. In other words, in real life, if you're the child of somebody, you are their child no matter what you've done in the past or what you'll do in the future. It's the fellowship with the parent that's determined on what's been forgiven and what is yet to come. And so I think the answer to the question isn't so much the past versus the future, it's relationship versus fellowship. When I called on Jesus to save me, I'm his child in relationship, no matter what's happened in the past, what's happening in the present, or what's going to happen in the future. However, my future fellowship will be determined upon my faithfulness and obedience to him. Great question. If you have one, send to AskJeff.net. Maybe your question be tomorrow's. Thanks for being a part of today's daily question. Now, we answer a question each and every day. Please feel free to submit a new question at AskJeff.net. We may not have gotten to yours today, but we eventually will continue to be a part of this. Subscribe so you don't miss out on a question every day.